welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, January the 5th, and I wanted to do another video of this time talking about the review of Friday Night Smackdown. That one was Friday, January the 4th when it aired. There was a lot of things that happened in that show, and I thought I would go ahead and talk about it. If you have not seen my last video where I did a Monday Night Raw review on how I felt about it, just have a little discussion about each one of the matches and conversations that the superstars had, I will link that down below. So this is basically the same thing, like I share with you guys, like everything that I reflected on or what I've noticed or how I felt about each of the matches and each of the superstars during their part of the episode. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it.
Kevin is in possession of the vaunted Winged Eagle Championship belt, something that means a lot to a lot of people. Kevin, you have until the end of the night to relinquish the Winged Eagle Championship belt or face immediate and severe consequences that will directly impact your future at WWE.
Explain to me why I would give you this back. This already said that there would be immediate and severe consequences if you didn't hand that over. Hand the belt over, or you never set foot in a WWE ring again. For the sake of your health, please turn around and walk away and let me handle this.
It's not your responsibility, Nick. You want a match where the ref doesn't screw you? Great. I want a match where the ref can't stop what I'm gonna do to you.
I saw in the first clip, basically there was a announcement confirmed saying that Nick Aldis will allow Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes to have a ladder match for the undisputed title and for the Wing Championship title as well on Monday, January the 6th. I have never heard that kind of consequence before in my life, to be honest with you guys. And that's the first time I've ever heard him say that to Kevin Owens, which really ticked him off. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it really ticked him off. And then Cody Rhodes came out and he said that, first of all, he doesn't really care about his neck. The back of his neck that he got injured really bad because of what Kevin Owens did, which was an illegal move, by the way. And now Cody Rhodes is like 0.5% healed, but not like all the way medically cleared, if that makes sense. So basically, Cody Rhodes came out. He said to Kevin Owens that, first of all, before I became champions, we were best friends. Now that I am champion and you did this to me, we're not friends anymore. Absolutely not. Cody Rhodes asked for a challenge to use the Wing title that Kevin Owens has and the undisputed WWE title that Cody Rhodes has, and use both of them as a ladder match. Listen, does this kind of ring a bell to you of the previous match before when Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, they had to use two titles to have up on the ladder, like up on the thing, and make it a ladder match? It's the same thing. I don't know how they're making that an okay thing, but you gotta make the fans happy. I get it. So Nick Aldis tried to tell Cody Rhodes that, hey, you're not 100% better. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Because if you do this ladder match, knowing that you're not 100% well, this can really mess your career up. Cody Rhodes does not freaking care. He says he wants to end this once and for all and get rid of Kevin Owens and show revenge on everything of what he did to him alone, especially what happened to his neck. Now I'm gonna talk about this one. So Cody Rhodes comes in with his intro. It's basically the beginning of the episode. Comes into his intro and he basically starts off by saying, instead of saying, what do you guys want to talk about? It's going to be about, he's bringing up the ladder match against Kevin Owens. And then Cody Rhodes, like I said to you guys before, Cody Rhodes said to the fans that he is not medically cleared. And he knows that he wants to take Kevin Owens down. But until he was going to explain in more detail about how he feels about this match and how, you know, positive he is, thinking that he's gonna win, Drew McIntyre comes in and he interrupts his moment, interrupts his time. If you guys have watched Drew McIntyre, how he walked toward Cody Rhodes, it scares the heck out of me because I'd be thinking he wants to attack him and blame Cody Rhodes for whatever he did to Drew McIntyre. But basically, what was really, really weird, maybe this is me, Drew McIntyre went and gave Cody Rhodes a hug, like an actual hug. I didn't even understand what was going on. I'm like, first of all, why would you give him a hug? And what did he do to deserve that kind of hug? And trust me, you guys, Cody Rhodes was feeling the same thing, like really confused. Drew said that he is here to help Cody, and he wasn't on his list, meaning of his, I'm gonna show revenge for these many people, but not him. Drew says that Cody is about to screw up and blames Nick Aldis. And I think it was because even though Nick Aldis is caring about Cody Rhodes and his career being at stake, Drew McIntyre is saying that Nick Aldis is playing with him. I don't know about that. Cody Rhodes says that he doesn't believe him and says that he wants to throw hands with him. Because remind you guys, Cody Rhodes is not in the greatest of moods right now. And I get it. I would be pissed off too if someone who I've known and I was friends with for these many years in my career screw me over and take something that I earned, which is that wing. I don't know what title that is, you guys, that Cody Rhodes has. I think all I know is it's a wing title that has been passed on from generations. Like, it's been part of the WWE company for so long, and it is so dear to Nick Aldis, Triple H, basically everyone in the company. Drew says that he's not even here to fight Cody Rhodes, but the last thing he said was, according to my notes, it says here, Drew tried to warn him to watch his back, but it was too late because Kevin came up from behind him and attacked from behind, meaning went after the back of the neck again. So that one, I'm looking forward to that match actually with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, because I think Cody Rhodes is going to win. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, but I definitely believe that Cody Rhodes is going to win not only the undisputed title, but the wing one that he rightfully deserves.
That many watching Japan years ago have become accustomed to. Here's Ryan giving the United States champion a run for his knock off the United States champion.
This one, I've been trying to figure out why do the guys always try to target the back of the neck so much? I get that that's the most easiest spot to attack, but I'm always thinking that there's other ways you can attack the person, like to start it off. Like, I know you can attack someone in the stomach, maybe sometimes in the back of the neck, but not all the time. And maybe in like your leg, they can go after the legs. There were times where Andrade was so close to his victory of winning that title, but he was always near like 2. It was like, you know, you hit that 1, 2, 3 where the referee counts. He always hit 2, and that was it. Same go with Shinsuke Nakamura. He hit 2. But Shinsuke is so goddamn good and quick. I don't know how the frick he does it, but there was one move that was so goddamn incredible that I've never seen before in my life. And all I know is he freaking won. He won. He retained his title. And then after the match was over, LA Knight came in. He came out and directly attacked Shinsuke Nakamura, and he announced that he was not going to have anybody stop him from getting the United States title back, because, remind you guys, that was the first title that LA Knight had, and now he wants it back. And I would be doing the same thing if I were him. So basically, Pretty Deadly went to talk to Apollo about the attack that the Street Profits had last year. And they wanted to know, why would Apollo lie? But Apollo had said, believe me, I saw it. It wasn't the other guys that attacked the Street Profits. It was DIY. But Pretty Deadly still told Apollo that he freaking lied. He lied that he wasn't even there. So it was like a drama issue. And then LDF, which stands for Legado del Fantasma, they confronted Pretty Deadly again, and I guess Pretty Deadly were talking about his Santos's Familia, and they attacked Pretty Deadly until the security guys came and stopped the fight. Then Nick Aldis and DIY, they came up, told Pretty Deadly that DIY thinks that they have an opportunity to go for the tag team titles. And Nick Aldis made that official. But I don't think they're going to get the titles. That's just my opinion. So in this part, Paul Heyman comes out. First of all, you know how he does the introduction of saying, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, da 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 da, that kind of intro. He did that, but this is why Paul Heyman came out. He comes out and tells everyone what the real reason is as to why Solo Sikoa is doing what he did, which is why he's being the tribal chief, why he has the Ulafala, which I think Solo Sikoa was kind of jealous of the fact of how Roman Reigns was doing his business as being a tribal chief and taking care of his family. He also talks about the match between him and Roman Reigns for the Tribal Chief combat. I am so looking forward to that. I know that Roman Reigns is going to freaking win, and we're not going to discuss any more about that because I'll lose my mind. Anywho, then Solo comes to have a word with Paul Heyman. Paul was afraid that Solo was going to do the same thing that he did to him at Madison Square Garden, which was, I think it was WrestleMania. And that was where Solo and his buddies attacked Paul Heyman, left him out for I think 6 weeks or 6 months. I don't remember what it was. Well, Solo decided to do something, which was he wants someone to hold the Ulafala. And whoever wins that tribal chief combat match, whoever wins, Paul Heyman has to put the Ulafala on either Roman Reigns or Solo Sikoa, and everybody has to acknowledge that one person. Solo Sikoa is telling everybody, including Paul Heyman, that he has confidence that he is going to win. Because in this match, they call it there's no interference. It's an all-out war, meaning his buddies and Roman's guys could come out and interfere the match. Nobody is going to stop the match at all. So Solo is having this strong confidence that he's going to win, and he is going to tell Paul Heyman that he has to put the Ulafala on Solo's neck when he wins. And not only will Solo Sikoa have the Ulafala, if he wins, he'll also have Paul Heyman as his wise man. That's bad luck. So that's why I'm saying I think Roman Reigns is going to win, and Roman Reigns is going to be back to being the actual tribal chief. I'm looking forward to that. But that's what was going on there.
Look, make no mistake about it. This is Johnny Gargano calling the shots, okay? This is what Gargano, horrible barnacle.
And here we go now, and this is Saban starting things off with Chap, a nice deep arm drag into the corner. And another one.
Hey, that's the Duke, for God's sake. Any of the Cleveland guys that never quite made it to WWE because of people.
We have another match, and this one is for the tag team titles. DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. Let me tell you about these two. So Johnny Gargano knows those guys, but these guys, the Motor City Machine Guns, those two boys they're fast. I mean, the way that they fight, if you guys have not seen that match, their fighting skills are so goddamn quick, you cannot find a way to dodge it. I believe that DIY, Johnny Gargano in general, he knows their tricks, but he is somehow not quick enough to dodge it and then strike, if that makes sense. Then, before the match between Nia Jax and Naomi, this one, I'm going to get into detail about this one in a second. Nia Jax was wondering where Tiffany Stratton was. She was supposed to be there to help Nia Jax in an interference, to interfere in this match with her and Naomi. Somehow Candice LeRae, who was already there with Nia Jax, was told to make sure that Bianca Belair stays out of the ring. So basically cause an interference to have Nia be automatically the winner. Now I'm gonna get into the actual match between her and Naomi. This match was so goddamn crazy and confusing. I didn't know what was going on. So first of all, it was supposed to be her and Nia and Naomi. And it was. The fight was totally crazy. Naomi was giving it her all, and she was so close to winning that title. But somehow, I think one of the girls did an interference, and I think it was Candice. And somehow there was an automatic win. But what really happened was Tiffany came, and she was about to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase, which was fake. It was a lie because we thought she was actually going to do it the first time. She didn't. She pushed the referee over the sideline, went over to Naomi and hit her with a briefcase. with her briefcase. That's how come Nia Jax won the first time and she retained her title. Here's what happened after the match. Nia attacked Bianca Belair, and then when Nia was about to finish Bianca Belair off, and this was after the match, Tiffany hit Nia and Candice LeRae with her briefcase. It shocked me so good because I was wondering, okay, what is Tiffany doing? Why is she doing this? And I'm thinking, oh, that's why she didn't come in the first place. She waited until the last minute to do what she's about to do. So what she did was, after throwing Bianca Belair in the announcement table, she then goes to the referee that she pushed before and said she's actually going to cash it in. Like, she's seriously gonna cash it in. Strike number 2. She cashes it in, and then they make the whole world announcement saying that Tiffany Stratton had cashed in her Money in the Bank, and it is now changed to the match between Tiffany and Nia Jax. Remind you, Nia Jax was already down and was not even getting up to fight again, which made it an easy, clear win for Tiffany Stratton. So that's how come she won. She won the title, and she is now the new WWE Women's World Champion. Her first one. And to be honest with you guys, I was shocked. And then this last one. This one is the second time I have seen the Bloodline versus Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn. But this almost looks like a rematch to me. So we're gonna get into this. When the bell rang, Solo Sikoa tried to have 2 of his guys stay on the ringside, and Jimmy Uso was the only one that was standing there by himself. When he noticed that those 2 were going to try to go after him, Jimmy looks at Sami and Jey and say, hey, these 2 are trying to jump me, and they're not even following the rules. So they start attacking each other while the bell was already rung. And that kept going for like, I don't know, all the way into like 10-15 minutes. That would not stop, by the way. Then it stopped. And the one thing I liked during this match was that Jimmy and Sami, they always love to go after the arm. Like, when one person has their arm stick out like this, like one person holds their wrist and their shoulder, the other person stands up on the rope and they take their elbow and knocks their arm out, like really hits their arm like really good. And I'm like, geez, I've seen that like several times in different matches, and I'm like, wow, that's the greatest spot I've ever seen in a fight. Number 2, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, they kept beating the heck out of Sami Zayn. Like, it kept going, Jacob Fatu against Sami Zayn, Tama Tonga against Sami Zayn. They were beating the heck out of him, including Solo Sikoa got tagged in as well. It got to be all hell breaks loose. But then it got better because Sami Zayn was able to do one attack move that was so clean that he finally got up and tagged Jey Uso. Guys, Jey Uso knows how to have fun. Beating the heck out of Tama Tonga is so much fun to Jey Uso alone. But during that match between Jey and Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre comes in. He didn't really interrupt the match. He just basically was walking slow, taking his sweet time to go and watch Jey Uso mess up. And remind you guys, Drew McIntyre was the one that attacked Jey Uso. So what did Jey Uso do? Try to stay focused on beating Tama Tonga, turned around and attacked Drew McIntyre. Then quickly got back up in the ring and finished off the match. If you guys were wondering, the Bloodline won. I don't even remember how it freaking happened, but it happened. And so I will just say, out of all these matches and conversations of all the superstars, I'm going to say that I'm actually looking forward to Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, and I'm actually shocked about Nia Jax versus Naomi. I'm really shocked about that one. Don't get me wrong, you guys. I am glad that Tiffany Stratton won the title, but I was really rooting for Naomi, and so was Bianca. I saw a picture on social media where Naomi was embracing Bianca Belair in such disappointment because Naomi was she had her mindset of winning that title. She was so confident in it. And with Bianca, I can see how strong of a woman she is, and telling Naomi like, hey, there's always a next time, or hey, at least you did your best. You know, that kind of good thing. And other than that, the episode was pretty good. I liked it. My mom and I, we both watched it together. So I think I'm going to end the video here. hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos every Tuesday and Sunday. Stay tuned for another video, and until then, miss you already.
Keep telling myself